The Orlando Magic finished the regular season as the worst team in the Eastern Conference with a record of 22 wins and 60 losses. However, their luck is starting to change from the Magic acquiring the first pick in the NBA draft. This is going to be the Magic's fourth time picking a player with the first pick. Every time they have had the first pick, they have drafted great players who are Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers like Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, and Chris Webber, who was traded during the draft but exchanged for a great player in Penny Hardaway. It seems like there are two players that can go first overall and play for the Magic, like the power forward Jabari Smith, who went to Auburn, and the power forward/center Chet Holmgren, who went to Gonzaga. Both players have a lot of potential to become great in the NBA. It's just that the Magic will have to figure out which player is going to make a better impact on their team. If the Magic want to draft Jabari Smith, then they will have to trade one of their power forwards because they already have two power forwards in Jonathan Isaac and Chuma Okeke, who can be rotation players next season. The forward that will realistically get traded if they draft Jabari Smith is Jonathan Isaac, who didn't play for the last 2 seasons due to an injury to his left knee. I don't think the Magic will want to pay Jonathan Isaac $17.4 million each year until the 2024 to 2025 season to come off the bench. So I think it would be best for the Magic to move on from Jonathan Isaac and instead focus their time on their young players like Jabari Smith. Jabari will help the Magic score more efficiently from his elite 3-point and mid-range shooting because the Magic finished 28th in both field goal and 3-point percentage this season. He also has solid athleticism, which can help the Magic on the offensive and defensive end of the court. If the Magic want to draft Chet Holmgren, then they wouldn't have to do a lot with their roster except decide on what they're going to do with Mo Bamba because he's only 23 and hasn't reached his full potential yet. I don't think that they will re-sign him if they draft Chet Holmgren, but I wonder if they will let him walk in free agency or do a sign and trade to acquire some players or draft picks. Chet Holmgren is a great 3-point shooter, which is a skill most players need to have in the NBA. He is a good shot blocker and rim protector as well. Chet could be a good two-way player for the Magic, where he can increase the Magic's scoring while also decreasing opponents' points. Chet Holmgren was also teammates with Magic's shooting guard Jalen Suggs in high school, so the Magic might put that into consideration. Even though both players have great qualities that can help the Magic can only draft one of them and they have to decide which player will be a better fit for their team. I've talked about each player's strengths and what they can bring to the Magic, but the Magic have to look at each player's weaknesses as well and see if they can actually improve what they need to work on. An example of this is how Jabari Smith is a okay ball handler, which makes him not that good at getting to a basket on his own and instead settle for jump shots. While Chet Holmgren lacks physical strength, which Jabari Smith. The Magic will have until June 23rd to pick who they want to draft, which is a lot of time for them to evaluate each player and decide who they want to draft. I think the Magic will draft Chet Holmgren with the first overall pick because of his connection to Jalen Suggs and how the Magic need a center now that Mo Bamba is a free agent. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Magic draft Jabari Smith either. Whoever they decide to draft between Chet Holmgren and Jabari Smith, they can both help the Magic trend in the right direction.